So Miles, let me start with you. How did you get involved with this brand, which is not exactly a beer, not exactly a hard liquor, and not exactly a spirit?
Correct. Yeah. So I was up in New York and I was just kind of walking around and I happened to walk into a liquor store where these guys were doing a tasting of long drink. And this was very early days for them. I think this was in 2018 or 19. And I just tried it and I thought it tasted like nothing else that I'd ever had. And so then when I got home, I was able to get a contact and kind of told those guys how much I loved it and if they could keep sending me some. And I felt like I got enough free drinks at that point. And I said, hey, we should sit down and, let's talk about doing a partnership with this. So it was very organic and it's been wonderful. And now I'm still kind of getting them for free, but I'm a big investor as well. So it's good.
So you're working for it. You're not exactly getting it for free. But I love the fact that you sought them out. You have praised, Miles, the Finnish Long Drink's authentic backstory. What specifically about the history of this drink really appealed to you?
Well, I think for me, I just love when there's just such a pride in a product, and a country like Finland, who certainly has provided a lot of products that have grown on the global stage. I just really felt I really fell in love with the culture over there, and the fact that when we went over there, I wasn't sure what the reception would be because we were taking their national beverage and bringing it to the U.S., but they were really excited about it. And I think that kind of enthusiasm made it feel, yeah, it just made it feel good. We certainly didn't want to feel like we were taking a
Yeah.
beloved product and kind of putting a not a great spin on it, but the proof is in the pudding, as they say. And when the Finnish, when they've tried it, they've given us the seal of approval, which goes a long way.
Well, that's what I'm curious about, Evan, too, kind of the translation of this product from what was really kind of core to Finnish culture and sort of expanding that out to cultures that, let's face it, a lot of us didn't really have familiarity with what a long drink was, even though it is pretty simple once you actually learn what it is. But what was the process that you went through in your head when you thought, how do I sort of take this as a brand and build it in a country and in markets that previously had little or no familiarity with it?
Yeah, it's a great question. Miles and I have three partners that are Finnish that live between Finland and America that started this with us. And when they really helped us learn about this product that was commissioned by the government for the Olympics in the 1950s, it really got us excited. And of course, when we tried it, we're like, man, this is something really, really special. So we didn't really change a lot. We brought the same taste profile, the same story to the American public. In fact, Miles and I were talking about it. We were on Bloomberg TV 3 years ago in 2021 announcing an investment then. And we were joking because we had said that we had sold 3 million cans in America in the past year or so. And we were looking today and we'd sold like 100 million cans in the past 15 or 16 months. So it's been really cool to see Americans get as excited about this as really the Finns seem to be.
And we should point out, when you say started at the Olympics, they weren't drinking this at the Olympics as like the athletes, right? These were the people on the sidelines, I assume, right?
Maybe
But 80% of the gold medal winners were drunk on long drink.
All right. Well, I'm not sure I believe that, Miles, but that is a great story. And I think it's kind of fun the way you guys have put this brand together. I am curious, though, about the investments in this, Evan. I mean, obviously, you were able to sell Miles simply what effectively seemed like an impromptu taste test here in New York. You've got Marcy Venture Partners involved in this, which knows a thing or two about building liquor and spirits brands here. When you look for money and you look for partners, more importantly here, what is most important? What do you want from those folks beyond money?
Yeah. When we weren't actually looking to raise money last year, and the folks at Marcy obviously have a tremendous history of building great alcohol brands. I think Ace of Spades Champagne's been an amazing one. And so the partners came to us and said, look, we really love the taste. We love the story, same reasons that we got involved. And they really convinced us that this is a really early stage brand. Even though we only have 1 or 2% of Americans who know what it is, they said, look, let us get involved. Let us put some capital in and let us really help grow this brand from something that a lot of Americans love and to build into an everyday kind of known in every house type of brand. So we're doing really well before, and we were excited to have them kind of come and help us on that journey.
Miles, you increased your investment in the company last year, and of course, Marcy Venture Partners is part of this. I wonder how their presence in the company changes your role in any way.
Well, I don't think it necessarily changes my role. I've really enjoyed any time we've kind of brought a new member to the team. It's been something that I've been really excited to get to know them and talk to them. And I think for them, it's, look, I'm pretty easy. I'm like, I genuinely really enjoy this product. I want as many people as I can to find out about it. It's been, to me, those are my favorite experiences with this brand is kind of getting out there with the people and just, having them try it if they haven't tried it and just seeing the excitement around it. I mean, this thing really started in such a small space, and now it's really being celebrated across the country. So I'm looking forward to it. There's really sharp people over there, and yeah, I'm ready to work with them.
I am curious too about the lineup here. I mean, I was going through it. You have the citrus flavor, you have peach, you have cranberry. That's it. I mean, that's pretty targeted here. Are there any plans to expand the flavor profile, or are you finding that this sort of narrow offering is a better process, if you will, in getting adoption?
Well, if you look in Finland, actually, the citrus flavor profile makes up well over 90% of the consumption that happens in the country. So for us, the first job is to take that traditional flavor profile that's been around for decades and bring that to Americans. And of course, as they get to know about it, it's fun to bring more flavors that we think Americans would like. But the main focus is really on citrus flavor profile, and we have a zero sugar version of that. And also, I think one of Miles's favorites, we have an 8.5% version also. It seems to be loved by golfers also a lot.
8.5% alcohol content.
Yeah,
oh, okay.
The standard is 5.5%, but there's also 8.5% one.
Okay, I've learned a lot about Miles in the past 8 minutes here. So another question though too, and this is really just kind of on the future of this company. I mean, you've built it up. The awareness is pretty strong. You have great investors here. There's a lot of questions now about whether you stay as an independent company. Are there plans for any sort of M&A deals? Are there any plans to go public? What do you want to do with this company next?
Yeah, we talk about it a lot. I mean, we think the company is really at an early stage right now. We're happy that so many people do like the product. We're happy it's available in 45,000 places across the country, most of the major chains, but there's a lot of upside still. And we're looking at some other international markets, but even the US, if we have only 1-2% of people that know about it, there's a lot of marketing we can do and a lot of buzz we can create to bring the product to as widely known to most Americans as it is in Finland too. And I think that's the main focus for the next several years.